Everyone, this is Mel's Man, continuing on with session 18 of the Ancient War Reborn. I'm your DM, JVD.
You guys are moving the great. I'm playing Luna Silverstring, the Elven Bard.
Traitor.
And I don't know what deity to follow. Whoever gives me the most items.
I'm the Bearded Wonder with the Villains Command. I'm playing Vesper Noric, the Blue Elf Rogue. And worshiping Klauth seems like it might be a good idea.
Traitors all. I'm smiling playing Order of the White Hammer. And he has very little respect right now for his comrades. Except for this one. Roll us for shit right now.
Woo!
Can't have that.
I'm West
That's
playing
what
Roman
we do.
Ivor, and I do not like the situation at all right now.
No one likes the situation.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Vesper, give me the recap.
Alright, so as we were parting ways with Harshnag and we were making our way somewhere, I guess back the way we came, I would assume, we saw this airship and it came down, and when we approached it, I would assume Delphine is the captain of this airship.
You would assume, right?
And she said that Klauth, this ancient red dragon that we've heard about, well, most of us heard about, I don't think Luda had heard about it,
No.
Nope.
is offering us this airship to get us where we need to go. He's not taking sides with the cult of the dragon, is what he said. And the giants, he doesn't really care about that either. Seems like he's wanting to protect his own powers, because if Tiamat came, then he wouldn't be like the strongest giant in the land at that point. Dragon, sorry. And so me and Luda wanted to go on the ship at first, and then it was just me because Luda thought that it was a bad idea, like Roland and Aura thought it was a bad idea. But Vesper thought it'd be a bad idea not to take it because the dragon would probably see us spitting in its face if we refused his gracious gift in his homeland. So now we're aboard this airship, and we're going to avenge the cloud giant that was killed by his father, Aragon.
All right. So, as a friendly reminder, who is all about being on this airship and trusting him?
Ooh, yeah.
Who would have thought? Who's against it?
I'm like both.
She did.
I wanted to get on, but Leosa said not to.
But
Yeah,
why? But why
to be
did
fair.
you get on?
Because he got on. And
Okay.
he always follows me, so I had to follow him.
All right. So, it's the 23rd of
I love
Uktar.
you more than what you think.
It's getting deep into the end of the year. It's cold, and now you're in an airship. And if you're standing outside on the deck, it's even colder.
Is there a workshop on the airship?
So
Not,
they do anything. I want to be warm.
not that I recall. No, everything below is either a hold or bunks. I mean,
This place
But-
is bloody boring.
but there is something that does interest you. I'm pretty sure, Ord. As you can tell in the center of this, if you'd like to put yourselves on this airship, there is a raging fire in this compartment up front. Yes, as Luda places herself, there are two ballista on the front.
Ooh.
As you can see, hey guys, I know you don't ever see me. This ballista cannot turn no further than this, and this ballista stays in between these lines.
Oh, okay.
I will be filling my days on the airship with
Yeah, that's what
teaching
I'm
Snurp.
During the day, there are 4 up on the deck, and there are usually 4 that sleep during the day, so the ship can travel.
So there's 8 other than Delphine?
There's 7
Oh,
other than her. 4 for one crew, 4 for another. She is the captain. She will introduce you to the 3 on the day crew. You've got Nizroth, he's a tiefling. Brassic, a male elf. These are both males, by the way. And then you got Laz, he's a male half-orc. And these are all the day crew that operates this. Delphine tells you none of them will answer to you, they answer to me. So anything you needed, I will tell them. All you have to do is ask. So you guys are wanting to head over the great expanse of forest to the mountains of Gray, correct? Now, if anybody's got any questions before we get started,
So what brings
Yeah.
you here?
Okay.
I will ask Delphine about pledging fealty to Klauth. What does that entail?
she says, your loyalty, your life.
I already have her
Be like,
life.
so no.
She's like, we all bear the mark of Klauth.
Okay.
But yet you see no mark on her armor. You know, there's no mark on her
Stop
face.
it.
Like a tattoo probably or something.
You can ask her.
Yeah, I'll be like, what's the mark?
She takes the gauntlet off her hand and removes the glove, and up to right past her wrist is burnt.
I'll be like that.
It's like a horrible burn scar.
That looks like it hurt.
She was like, I feel no pain when it comes to serving the Great Dragon.
Cool.
She's like, do you wish fealty to Klauth?
Well, I've got some plans after this. Like, I mean, I wouldn't mind, like offering some gold or something to Klauth, as tribute. But right now, I have my own plans and stuff. I haven't really pledged anything to any being or god.
She said, well, as Klauth said, slay the leaders and he will reward your bravery. And Klauth is a gracious giver. And she kind of raises her hand out to like motion to the ship. He has already presented you with this as a token of his appreciation.
He is very awesome, but my only problem is
Okay, so you guys are down in the hold, checking out the map. Luda, are you there?
I'm with him.
Roland?
I'm probably where I shouldn't be.
I mean, you're in a small little room. Like when you walk in, you walk down, and it's almost like a small hallway, about 10
He's
foot.
extremely paranoid. He's not going nowhere by himself.
But you can't get lost in this ship. It's pretty small.
Doesn't matter.
he just don't want to be thrown off. That's what he's
Okay.
No, it ain't just being thrown off. It's I'm not getting backstabbed again. I will kill all of these cultists on this ship if I have to.
Who says they're cultists?
They're not cool.
They're dressed like
Okay, wait. So they worship Klauth,
That
and
sounds
you
like
worship Torn. Would that make you a cultist?
Yes, technically speaking.
Yes, because religions are cults. So
Yeah, all religions are cults. That's true.
it is. But we do not condone that on the Village of Man. We are free rights for everybody.
Cold free.
But
Yeah.
indeed,
But we're a cult. Because there's a lot of people that think we're in a cult right now.
Right.
So are you staying below deck with your fellow comrades over here?
Pretty much, yeah.
So we talk about the good.
What about you, Ward?
I'm not letting Luda out of my sight.
What about Vesper? Jesus.
He's pissed off
I
at
thought we were
Vesper.
friends.
So did he. Go figure.
So you're very mad right now because I'm standing right beside Vesper as he's asking these questions.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know how my little mind
So
works.
you're both in
A
this
whisper in our ear.
hold, correct?
Shoot your dumb head off.
As you're here, like I said, they've got a small map out on the wall, and this area, just this walkthrough, is very small, and there's literally, I think, 8 doors in here. 3 on the sides of the hallway and 1 on each end. She tells you, if you're tired, if you wish to relax, find a hold with no one resting within. She assures you there are at least 2 that are empty. Feel free to make your way into the hold with our goods. She says, this is my quarters. Any questions?
I want to keep talking to her about religion.
So if Klauth himself is not part of this whole go to the diagonal movement from coming up from the south, what do you know of it?
Of what? The cult?
Of the movement coming up south?
She tells you, I know of nothing. She's like, I only do as Klauth wishes.
So he sent you here, so he knew where we was?
Yes. Klauth has many spies everywhere.
Fair enough.
Klauth has the power to watch you right now from his fortress.
Well,
That's so you're just like dying inside.
I
How long
already
is this
said
journey gonna
that.
take? How long is this journey gonna take?
From where you're at, possibly.
Faster because we're running an airship.
Yeah, but it runs slow though. Maybe a month's time from where you're at. You're heading pretty far south, a good
Yeah.
1,500 miles maybe. She was like, you have plenty of time to relax, rest up.
I'm probably gonna take some penalties on this, but Roland does not relax.
Okay.
Does not lower his guard the entire time he's on this ship.
What are you gonna do about sleep? Are you gonna teach fortitude saves all the time to try to stay up for like a month? I mean,
You got some,
I've been offered
some
a
stay
bear
away.
to
That
guard
what it is
me.
from Freddie.
okay, here's the thing. Them rooms, Rupert will almost take up an entire room.
No, Rupert's been back the whole
Yeah,
time.
I'm about to say the only one place he could actually walk freely
He's
around,
on deck.
He's
and that's barely on deck. I mean,
My
you
gun,
can see the
My
room.
bear has never been out of the Action Sticks office.
So, why? Why not your gun or your bear?
Well, I've had a reason to pull it out for one, but also he doesn't trust them, and they don't know who we're at. He still thinks they're part of the cult, to be completely honest.
All right.
This room's only big enough for just one person.
Maybe two.
But I'll keep Snurt with me.
Oh, I'd imagine that. You're not gonna put him in a bag.
Yeah. I've tried before,
I
but
was gonna ask you to stay in the same room as me. We take turns sleeping. One of us always has an eye open.
I will be spending my time teaching Snurt though.
Okay, what are you teaching, Snurt?
Making him smarter,
Common.
common,
Teach him how to read.
the basics, rudiments of essential magics.
You haven't been up long this day. It's like 9 in the morning. I mean, you get to feel like maybe these guys were looking for you, like heavily. I mean, the way they've talked and whatnot. So I mean, you're pretty well rested up for right now. Now tonight might be a different story for you. I mean, if you're that paranoid,
Oh yeah, he is.
I'm going to make you play up to it. If there's any other questions, she has to take command of the ship. She has to go up and steer it.
Well,
Ask
ask
her-
her. Can I talk to her?
Yeah, you could do that.
All right, yeah,
She's at your service.
Yeah, I'll go up there and talk to her while she's steering. You know, keep her company. You know, maybe get a bottle of wine out or something.
No,
No.
they take this pretty seriously. Unless you're going to like have a drink, they will not do anything like that. They're very straight laced.
Well, I'll offer her. I mean, she doesn't have to.
She's going to turn it down, but I mean they don't carry anything like that here, unless you do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got a bottle.
Okay, yeah, but unless you're like drink
that.
No, I haven't drunk yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like if you say drink, she'll drink. But if you're like, do you want to drink? And she's going to decline.
I'll just offer. I mean, I'm not gonna force her to do it.
Okay, no, she'll decline. I mean, she'll just look at you, shake her head no, wave her hand no.
Okay.
I don't drink and drive.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I
not a
would
lot of
like to
traffic,
take
but-
notes on the ship's construction and functions,
Yeah, you can do that.
and maybe sometime in
You,
the far future,
for
building my
all
own.
intents and purposes, own this ship.
I don't know how long this is gonna last, so I don't trust them.
So
So I'm like, everything I
you've
can-
been on a boat.
Yeah.
It works just like a boat, except for there's no oars. There's a rudder
Well,
at
you
the back.
talk
and
about
that hooks.
the fire of the
That-
over here.
So you're going to look at that, right? Roll me a perception. I need a 10.
Perception?
Yeah, you don't have to take disadvantage on this one because you're steadily telling and looking through this big glass.
If it's in combat, the die rolls so fucking well. Yeah, that's like a 4 on the die.
It's roaring flames inside this like iron canister, and this thing is huge. Like you could fit Rupert inside of it. I mean, you see how big it is on the back.
Literally,
Yeah,
like
literally.
Rupert decide of it.
But I mean, and it's just roaring. But you do notice it shifts a bunch of different ways. Like, I mean, it's just not going. It'll turn. It'll do this. I mean, it's just going everywhere.
So is it safe to assume elemental?
I don't know. Do you assume that? Would you know? It's a question. Would you know?
We have a
would Ord know?
Powered by elemental.
The way it's moving, it's not natural.
You would think
This
so.
is first.
It is very unnatural. I was rolling to see maybe if you've seen some eyes or something, you know, like a face for a minute. But you're assuming this must be a fire element, or there's like powerful magics holding this together.
I asked Delphine a very interesting question. I've been on the ship. Something's really bothering me. I say, the ship that be able to fly through the air like this, what are the ballistas for?
She said, defense.
I know, but like I said, like, you know, down in the water there's pirates and everything. Is there other flying ships that attack you up here?
She says, no, but there are things that fly.
Yeah, you know.
She's like, Klauth is not without his enemies.
Nobody is.
Agreed.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm just curious, and she knows I'm probably curious.
I am. Who does?
I'm asking if that's the only other weapons on the ship that they can use.
Just them two. That's it, besides your own.
Okay.
If you're talking to her, she's up front, by the way.
Oh, my bad.
I don't have. I'm not putting a miniature out. That's the wheel that you're actually standing on, Luga.
We're fighting her.
So if you guys are all crammed up there with her, she will ask some people to move. It's not a lot of worrying.
I'm playing with a ballista.
Actually, yeah, you would probably be down this way.
Does this
'cause you're
thing
looking at
have
the furnace and
a
stuff.
bird's nest in it, or whatever it's called?
No, in the middle, it's a giant iron canister for all purposes. It's got a glass like opening in it, and it radiates heat. Like when you're on, if you're close to this, it's relatively warm. But you can see when you look up, Luda, the vapors of heat where it distorts the air around it, and it blows up into this balloon. It's a very, very interesting contraption.
I'm gonna yell up to Delphine. What propels it?
She says, air. There's an air elemental trapped in here, much like the fire one you stare at.
Where the hell's the air elemental?
It's up in the balloon, obviously.
Oh, it's in the balloon and the fire. Oh.
And this is the fire element one here that heats the air.
What kind of, was it wood we're standing on?
Yeah, everything's, most of it, yeah.
He was like fire.
No, this is the fire elemental is contracted in a metal canister, like a big metal canister, almost like a prison for it.
But it's pretty cool.
How old is this ship?
She said, older than I.
Interesting. I go talk to Ord. Say, I know we
Move yourself
fear.
down there.
Yeah, in case somebody hears me. I'm just basically saying, at first I feared these people, but they gave me nothing to fear about since I've been here.
And you've only been up here like a couple hours.
All the dangers that
You
could
have
be
all
is all
people.
trapped and stored away, and
You upset me. You're a buddies. We use the machinations, politics, and deception.
there's none of that up here. Huh?
They're using us.
But you do know Harpers will use people
Yeah.
as well for the good of the people.
Everybody uses everybody.
I mean,
So even people with my skills will use even evil, as long as it has an outcome of good at the end.
You're not using anybody, Lanuta. It's using you.
I think it is.
No way, we don't.
She don't own me yet. Vesper, on the other hand, you better watch out.
I'm about to get a pact with this claw.
I bet I tell you that straight out.
She's like right there and shit. She can hear you.
now, like I say, everybody's up top. Roland, I just assume you're just quietly standing there like you are right now, watching everything. There is a guy that tends to the canister, this iron canister. There is a guy that does constantly mess with the rigging for the balloon. She steering, and there's a guy up there, basically, he's the navigator. So, I mean, that's where your 4 crewmen are right now.
Never let any of them get within 10 feet of me.
Well, guess what? It's kind of hard not to where you're
Oh,
standing.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's constantly moving around, getting away from people.
I mean, the only place you're going to stand where there will not be a follower of Klauth will be on that front
Not
ballista.
happening.
So, why? You don't want to get close to the edge?
I'm not getting pushed off.
So, giant combustible piece of wood with a giant gout of flame in the middle, soaring through the sky, 1,000 feet over the ground.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Bloody love it. It wasn't for the boat to stop. Bloody love it.
It's your ship. It's your ship. This was a gift from Klauth.
You can tell them all to jump off.
That's what I was gonna say, but.
They're not suicidal.
No.
Right.
So the stuff. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Delphine?
No, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was also wait, what?
By this time, it's about noon.
Yeah.
You'll see one of them go down to the hold, and he'll come out with some rations, and he'll just rolling.
I've got my own.
He just nods his head. This is Braskus the elf, and he'll come around.
Methinks.
He'll give you a nod.
Thank you.
Give you a nod, Vesper,
Thank
Luda, or Ustier,
Yeah.
Snurt.
Start. It's our start. Of course he'll eat food.
Okay.
He's
Um,
run away.
All of them partake. He comes back to you, Roland, before he goes back to the hold. You're right there by the door, so
He's the strange one.
you just move. All right, everybody roll me a Constitution save besides Roland. What are you re-rolling over there for?
One for Sturt. Sturt got a nat 20. I got a nat 1.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, Luda rolled that one too. What about you, Vesper? I need a 20.
How did I know this was gonna happen?
Well, 19
Oh, that's fell.
and 19.
Really?
Okay,
No.
so
Oh,
I
wait,
have
wait,
to
wait,
fight
wait.
8 cultists on this
Or
damn
Lucy.
ship.
You got
By yourself.
She got 20. My bad. Because I forgot she gained
Can Sturt cast Firebolt now?
Constitution point, and she gets her proficiency bonus. So yeah, 20.
Okay. Like I said, it's noon. He's passed out some rations. Roland doesn't participate, and
We were all
he
poisoned.
kind of just gives you a nod, and he goes back down to the hold. Within a couple of moments, he comes back out and starts tending to the rigging again. Anything else you guys want to do?
I'm wondering what the fuck I wrote Constitution.
I'm notorious for not telling you until when the moment comes.
I'll ask Delphine. I'll be like, you know, I know that red dragons. Nothing against Klauth, of course, but some people consider them to be, you know, evil. I was like, I consider myself to be a good person. So if I pledge my fealty to Klauth, be like, he's not gonna make me murder like a bunch of innocent people, like children, stuff like that, right?
You don't want to be Annie?
If Klauth, that's Delsony, by the way, you can put her up there on the helm. No. No, that's what Roland wants to do. She tells you, if
She
needed,
looks way more geared than us.
she's like, Klauth does use his minions to do what dirty work he sees and he fit. But if those do not threaten Klauth, are not threatened by him.
Which is why we sort of stayed out of this.
You say that?
Yes.
She says, why? He's done you no wrong.
And we've done nothing to him, so no reason why we should be at each other.
Roland, you're watching these guys, all right?
Paladin's greater than I. I tend to be finicky.
She tells you Klauth's power is greater than all.
Which means he's more finicky than all.
Luda, you're in this conversation, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm listening to
I mean no
all of that.
disrespect in any means. I just, when my life is at the whim of something else, I don't quite trust it.
Everybody roll me perception disadvantage, because everybody's too busy talking, or Roland is too busy watching everybody.
I got an 8. And Snurk.
Roland falls asleep.
Would Snurk have disadvantage?
Yes, because he's probably intently watching.
Alright. Well, Snurk got like a 12 on the die, I got an 8 on the die.
All right,
I got 18 and a Roosty got a 4.
a 4. All right. Who had the 18?
I did.
Luda.
No, I got 12.
You're sitting there and you're asking questions, and you notice off in the distance mounts. Something flying towards you, and there's 6 of them.
I'm gonna be like, Delphine, what's that?
She looks with her elven eyes. Now, if you look, you can have perception. I mean, just regular perception.
This is with, this is an answer from you, right?
Yes.
Alright.
As it always is.
I got 10. I'm assuming Snurt's not looking.
10?
Yeah.
Rolling?
22.
22, you're good.
Now you roll again.
It's just regular perception now. Now that you notice.
I got
You
14.
can give yourself advantage, by the way, since you made
Oh.
it. What do you got, Luda?
14.
Yeah. Okay. That'd be 29.
Okay, if you've got above a 10, you notice these are giant birds. If you have a 15 or higher, you notice they have riders, and these are giant vultures.
Oh, these
Do
are-
they look familiar? Like we've seen these
These
particular
were the
riders
ones
before?
on the Cloud Giants.
By their garb, no. These guys wear furs, and they have helmets on. Now, I've already got some initiatives rolled from previously. These guys will be here in 2 rounds.
I will mount.
Okay, hold up. You will not do nothing until it's your turn. Klauth bids it.
Oh, I'm definitely doing that, Paul.
All right. Well, guess what order you go first?
Put the fire out right away.
You got 2 rounds, guys. 2 rounds.
I'm going to mount the rear ballista. And Snurt's gonna come up to help me.
Okay, Snurt is too small to physically do anything. It will take him twice as long to do anything. He's so small.
Oh, so he can't like help me.
Yes, and as you can see, wrote out for each one of you are directions on
Yeah,
each one
that's
of your
what I was
corner. How
wondering.
this
I
works.
assume like Sir could aim it or something where I loaded and fired it.
If you want him to float, aim. But here's the thing: when he aims, when he lets go, I mean, you might shift and you might have to re-aim. I mean, you gotta think these are made for bigger people, not a little goblin.
Yeah.
So
Roland, I should recommend you let the crew handle that stuff.
the crew will go below deck. They're non-combatants in this. Delswing will try to control the ship.
It's ours to control.
Man, what was that Constitution check we're throwing on now?
Don't worry about it.
Was it for air sickness? Hopefully it was just motion sickness.
If they hold true to their word, they'll do it if we tell them to.
No, well, they won't.
They're not
Because
suicidal.
they heard the word of Klauth before they heard the word of any of you guys.
Therefore, Klauth told them not to attack these things.
Do you know that for sure?
But
I'm just getting ready in case something bad happens.
Okay.
Me and Sir are working on this crossbow. Sir will help in any capacity he can.
Alright.
Even if it's like me load, start aiming one turn, next turn he finishes aiming, he fires, that's fine.
Are they coming from the
Okay.
back?
So he's just, no, they're coming from this side.
From this side?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna help you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna let you know something. You go to aim this thing, they're coming from this direction on the map.
Oh,
The Melissa don't turn that direction.
I thought they were coming up from behind
Oh,
us.
see that, that's what we're noticing, they're on her side.
Alright,
So that will turn that
No,
way.
that's
On this one,
That's
you're gonna
fine.
start manning that one, get her.
That's
It's already loaded.
yeah.
All you need to do is
still-
aim, so you're gonna aim this turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's an action to upload, an action to aim, an action fire. It takes 3 rounds, unless you've got people helping.
Yeah.
So,
I assume that's why like they were made that way.
all right. But between you and Snurt, instead of doing, I will let you get load in 1 round all together and aim, and the next round you can fire.
Right.
Okay, so you're aimed, you're getting ready to fire. They move closer. Luda.
Yay, oh man, this one.
There's,
Not gonna say, don't even say anything.
she just,
The Vesper and a boost.
Well, I was 100% sure to get on there, and then he got on it. So I got
It's
pissed.
fine, let him
So
get
I'm
on
gonna get
that
on
one.
that one back here and do
Let him get
that.
on that one.
I'll ask you if Robusti can borrow your bow.
No?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to her.
You know Roustia your bow?
I guess.
She comes up, takes it.
Yeah, so she'll be here, and I'll stay here. Get my longbow ready and get an arrow ready to let loose,
Well, they're 120 feet away.
so I can hit them.
You wanna take a shot?
I'll be like, Delphine, are they enemies?
She tells you that is. Back up.
Good question. She doesn't know.
Oh no, she does. I want to make sure I get their name right. She tells you that is Black Raven tribe. They're enemies of Klauth.
So they're gonna attack.
They're gonna want to take the ship.
Okay, well then
It's
I'm.
my bloody ship now.
Then me and Orbuste will launch arrows.
Okay, rider or bird?
Bird.
Okay, targeting the same bird or
Yeah.
individual
We'll
birds?
target the same bird.
Okay, go ahead and give me 2 shots.
I got 5 bolts plus 1 other.
Right.
16 arrows.
How many did you say there were?
It's the same amount of flight spell. We need gas fire.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I got 24 to hit. That hit.
That'll hit.
Alright. And 8 points of damage.
All right.
And then we're boosted. 16.
That'll hit.
Oh. 10 points of damage.
All right, so that is 18 altogether. Rolling. Rolling.
You said they're 120 feet out?
Yes, from Vesper's side.
And all the crew went below deck.
Besides Delphine, yeah, because she's going to have to control the ship.
This is such a bad idea. She's gonna, and we're all gonna fall off.
You don't have to get over there. You don't have to.
I do to get it within range.
No, you don't have to go to the edge of the ship to fire at these guys.
You can hold it up a turn.
But it's happening.
Okay, just letting you know.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, which one?
Same bird we hit.
I assume I saw that happen, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and take the same one out.
All right.
Bird. Luck reroll. First one of the day.
Oh! Retire that dice. Get a new dice.
No.
That's the only one that's been doing good this game.
Really?
My orange dice is the one that had to be retired when it rolled 3 ones in
And
a
the
row.
second roll.
Did you
Boy.
really roll one roll?
Whoa!
9. Saying.
9 plus 7. 16.
About time you hit something.
Jesus, Roland, we're starting to
Wow.
yeah.
That'd be 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Damage die.
Shit.
You see the birds start to fall.
Yes.
I would like to use the remainder of my movement to take a step back.
Pussy.
Does that?
Or it is your turn.
So, oh shit, what is it?
Okay.
That counts, right?
What are you doing?
I was gonna fire the bolt.
Okay.
I dropped it, but I rolled a 4
Okay.
plus whatever it is.
Plus 6.
Plus 6, 10.
Okay. 10 is a miss. Not just like it.
Alright.
I'm assuming you're targeting a bird?
Yeah, bird. Bird. Kill birds.
And how many did we see? You said 8?
6.
6. Okay. So there's one going down.
3d10.
Nice.
17, 20 even. Do
Oh.
I add my do we add dex to that?
No.
Alright, didn't think so.
You're doing hella damage with that.
So you boom, fire this ballista, and I mean it skewers this bird. How much was it? 18?
20.
20. So that's good.
Sturt starts readying his little
Okay.
half of an
And
action.
then every next turn, you'll get it all loaded.
Yeah.
Okay, so you skewer this bird. Between Roland's blast and your Voussier's shots, you took one down. You see these birds fall, and their riders just let go, and you see 2 more of these vultures swoop down and grab them in their claws. They are going underneath the ship on their turn. And you still have 4 coming at you. Luda,
Visibility.
on you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you taking a move action?
Yes. I'm just going to kind of stand in the middle and see where my help is needed.
Everything's pretty covered right now.
I mean, right now, this is where she's at.
Roll me a perception. No.
You You can help me.
That's why I was having him roll a perception. That's exactly why I was having your perception, because if he would have liked to seen everything,
Yeah.
be like, oh, they're loading stuff, I was gonna have her come help you load so you could fire the next round, but no.
Yeah.
Throw to one, she's like, oh my god.
I'm invisible.
So you're invisible?
Mhm.
Vesper and Robustier.
Alright, we will pop shots at these birds again.
Alright, same one.
Same one, yep.
You got 4 of them coming to you.
17.
That will hit.
9 points of damage on that shot from me.
Okay. These guys are 120 foot closer to you.
How far
Oh,
away?
no, they're 60 foot closer to you, so they're like 6 foot away.
20 to hit.
20 hits.
4 points of damage.
So you did 9 while ago, right?
Yep.
So 13. Rolling.
Finish it off.
Keep
Finish
doing
it
it.
off.
That was blast. The one you just hit, right?
Yep.
Right.
Okay, so 26.
26 hits.
Uh, 5 damage on the first one.
Okay, are you attacking the same bird they're attacking?
Yeah.
As you were? Okay, that's 5 damage?
Yep.
Alright.
And the second bolt,
Hey, glittery dice does the job.
7 damage.
You've killed it. Bird, you see it start to crumble. Next thing you know, you guys fire. One of the birds dives down towards you, the rider. The other one get right up on the ship and start to jump off.